Are you ready for the eclectic one? AKA Pat is here.
And we are live. What's up, everyone? So I'm still trying to get down to the transition. Skull Diamond 94. Welcome back to another episode of Lookbook. So let's just. I'm working on Dark Hero right here. So Dark Hero is available right there. Wait, can I point right there? Dark Hero Indiegogo. Tonight we are doing. Because, like, look, you know, always a focus on independent books with me, okay? And yes, I do consider Wildstorm Wednesday independent books. Tonight, I just wanted us to kind of go through the Scud, the whole shebang. And honestly speaking, I'm not crazy over the format for this. I think it's too much. I really do. I don't like the thickness. I just think it's a little bit too much when it comes to reading, cataloging it, seeing like potentially what the different movements within the book are. And this is a confusing publishing history. What's his name? Rob Schrab. So independent guy. Got into like film production, right? I mean, he's successful outside of comics. Within comics, I don't know if I would say he did too much when it comes to work outside of Scud. But the legacy of Scud, I mean, it's two things in my eyes. Okay, and we're just talking like surface stuff here. It's the design of Scud here. And Rob had a wonderful eye for almost like bizarre characters and villains. And this is something that really resonates with me when I do Uzi Susie. Purchasing this really did set me over the edge to get Uzi Susie off the ground and to maybe like build a story that could like compete with this, because this is essentially a heartfelt saga. It's a story based on a lost love, and you can really see that in the first couple issues that this is therapy for Rob. Very important. So we got that. We're going to be doing that tonight. I've been kind of like experimenting. Like, I don't know, like I don't know if I should really add a second camera. Some people are kind of giving me the idea that I definitely should. And I kind of forget. I already somewhat forget how to do that on StreamYard. So, for example, if I did this, right? You go in here. Look, a lot of these live streams, they are guessing checks when it comes to production, like the stuff I'm working on, all that. So I can enter the studio, right? And we can do this. Right? A little bit more of that. I mean, I kind of wanted that. And I know I'm a little bit less visible right there. So yeah, like maybe this is going to be the future format, because going into 2011, I really wanted to experiment with live streaming and build a serious momentum live streaming. And by serious momentum, I just mean like tonight. insanely busy day. I mean, honest to God, all day, all go, no quit. Now if you guys need like a level validation, I mean, look at this right there. You see that? I walked nearly 6 miles today, and it 5.75 miles, and it was raining. But these are the things I do within my work. Okay. Um, I am part IT consultant, level admin, like IT administrator, and level support. So level 1, level 2 support. So, and my contract, my arrangement with the people I do business with, sometimes I just have to stop what I'm doing and go. And like this makes me on call 24/7, early in the morning, late at night. I've dealt with calls on vacation, text message meltdowns on vacation. Like I've dealt with all of it. Okay. And let me check my audio here real quick. Do I have to like double my audio? No, my audio should be one source, right? Yeah. So it's a lot of that stuff. It's a lot of that stuff every single day. That doesn't mean I don't have periods that are slow down, that are like like lull periods. So getting back to the live streams, it's like, I mean, getting a little bit more serious with the YouTube effort, because like all of these things I wanted to do when I got involved with this level of media. I wanted to be able to do time-lapse recordings. I wanted to be comfortable doing live art. I wanted to do book presentations, like all kinds of stuff. Everything you see from me, and I'm constantly battling ways to reform that. So, like that's a little bit of where we are. But let me preview a little bit of this. So a lot of times for Wildstorm Wednesday, we do trading card unboxings, right? So I got like really, I mean, the level of deal I got on these cards, it's criminal. It really is, because I'm not sure the guy knew what he had. No, honestly speaking, that's the stuff you look for. But I got a wax box plus of the Gen 13. The wax box for the Gen 13 are roughly, it's roughly 100. Okay. The Joe Chiodo wax box is roughly 3. I mean, I think that's overvalued, but I did open 1 pack of each to make sure that we could do them live. A lot of these packs, they really don't hold up. Depending on the type of printing, and the actual wax pack too, because moisture can get in through the pack. And we saw that with the spawn cards. So, but I mean, like really, like look at this. And here's the funny thing: if you weren't familiar with Joe Chiodo, you wouldn't know like how good these cards are based on the wrapper. But, and how cool is it that we have the free fall, right? With the kangaroo hat, like sign of the times, straight up 90s. These are 96, so we're dealing, and these are, both of these are 96. So this is really a part of, like, Wildstorm was so good with pushing their trading cards, pushing the trading card market. I'll tell you right now, these Joe Chiodo cards are already on my top 10 list for greatest trading card set. Like no joke, no joke at all. Looking forward to that. So maybe tomorrow night we'll do like this epic unboxing. I'm kind of anxious though. I really wanted to do them like right now. I was going to bump Scud But you can't bump Scud. You really can't. So what exactly is Scud Disposable Assassin? The third Scott in my life. Okay? The third Scott in my life. I had two Scots growing up. One like pretty much moved a couple towns away. I was always bitter about that one moving. Just because I just felt like he didn't I don't know. He stayed in contact with other people in town, didn't stay in contact with me too well. So whatever. Like, And then the other Scott discovered weed. So there you go. But you're not too upset about that one. But no, these were friends of mine. And the third Scott is a guy that used to work at a comic shop here in Jersey called Tim D, legendary place in South Jersey. And we would get into arguments, okay? Because I was so young. I literally was an Image kid, like an Image child. And I remember him I want to get the year right for this. For the original publication date. 96, right? So, we're there, okay? And I remember him, pushing Scud on me. He pushed this book hard. And then we had one or two comic book shows. And those shows highlighted Scud. And Scud really became this black and white, counterculture 90s book. Now, this is when MTV had Liquid Television, the Head Max, the animation coming in through that, the rise of Nickelodeon animation. And then we had these endless cartoon series. Because people want to talk about the X-Men cartoon series of the 90s. That literally means nothing. Because you had Road Rovers, Exo Squad, the King Arthur Knights. It was endless, okay? And a lot of them, Street Sharks. Street Sharks ran 3 seasons, but a lot of those other shows were one and done seasons. But they had toy lines, they had commercials, Ultra Force. So, this is the difference. Okay, of living through something or being able to go into a true deep dive on something and not, okay? Scud Disposable Assassin, I believe, did set the stage for what happened with Creed with Whole Heroes later. The market at this point seemed hungry for what I would consider high-level black and white comic books. Bone, Creed, Scud, probably your top 3. Okay, we've done Creed a lot on this channel, a lot in this feed. And Scud took a long time to complete. Okay, I mean, this had to get completed through Image Comics. And even then it took years. But what I'm simply doing here, and I guess we can remove me, right? And we can go back to a full screen. Okay? Look, people, when I say Scud, when I got reintroduced into Scud, it highly influenced Uzi Susie. Okay? It really made me commit to a format with Uzi Susie too. That printing problems, but we're getting through all the printing stuff with Uzi Susie. So Scud's a definition of just drawing, making something work. See what I mean? His creature designs. They're just awesome. And I do appreciate that, this is a collected edition. In my view, this collected edition should be, it should be a $300-400 book eventually. But what Rob does here, he kind of calls, we call them ink slingers, but he it's more or less like he's a Brett Favre. Like he slings it from the hip. Like he's throwing the ball downfield. And I don't think in these early pages here, there's a lot of planning. Like really good action scenes, great guns, amazing sound effects, and he's learning a little bit more of the craft. And this is when he was still with Firearm Press. So as we get further, we're able to chart the growth of an artist. Look at this. I love the through line, like the easy perspective of this. Like, holy crap. And look at this panel. This is great. So you don't need like a high level of tutelage. He's good with repeating. Like I call these animatics. Big panels, small panels. It's got great use of zipper tones. I mean, some of his zipper tones I think they're okay. The quality of the paper, I don't think resonates too well with the zipper tones, but we get good blacks. So I think that getting good blacks supersedes everything. Oh, and the attack. So it was like Scud. It was like TMNT, the Crow, right? Those are your crown jewels. And then it's like Tick, Bone, Scud, Creed. But his action sequences are there. And in his intro, he discusses drawing and redrawing pages. Now, some of that could be his own personal retcon. Just building in some excuses. Because you kind of look at these pages, and anyone that draws and slings as much as I do, like you do know this stuff does not, like this style really doesn't chew up a lot of the attack. Now, you know what too? I'm sorry, I may getting some of this mixed up with Jim Mahfood. Look at the GoBots here. Dokken, Bramstar, Coltrane, Bitch Magnet, Road Flare. Sorry, scratch that redrawing comment. That's Jim Mahfood that I read. But it's like the idea of exploring concepts, understanding the issue flow. It's really tough to map out an arc. And I don't think your intention as a creator, like when you start making a comic, I don't think your intention, look at this grocery store here. Really fucking cool. No, and he's dealing with this like dynamic, like opposite of himself. It's like the Scud Venom. But I really just wanted kind of to present this, flip through it, leave some mark, like some documentation on what this series looks like. So the point I was getting at is, like, your job as a creator is to complete the page, complete the panel, right? Panel, page. You go, look at that car jumping over the hill. Loving it. But your job is just to get to the next issue and to make your issue fun enough, good enough to warrant, some advertising. You can tell your friends, as Scott did at 10D with me on this. Like his whole point was, Pete, you gotta get off the Image stuff. You got, you really gotta focus on Watchmen. You gotta focus on Animal Man, Grant Morrison, and here's Scud. And Scud was just like this. It might have been up to issue. I know it wasn't issue 1. You couldn't find issue 1 after one point. I believe Scud had 2 or 3 regular trades, which I am curious about. But if I could buy like an entire stack, an entire collection of Scud, I 1000% like would. I would spend the money for that because I'm very curious of the paper quality from the Firemain Press issue 1 versus I guess like within issue 43 is where Image wrapped it up. And we really see he's better with the zipper tones. He's better with his staging, blocking, blacks than he is earlier on, like for sure. And this is the growth of an artist. Like this is what you want to see. And I do give a lot of credit to Rob because when he got he would have a career and he would come back and add an issue, come back and add an issue. So it's very confusing at one point, right? Look at this. Look at that. I mean, it's confusing. But at the same time, he stayed, he really sticks to his style. And, his process has changed as the years go on. His mindset has changed. His positioning has changed. He changes as a person. So your approach to the work changes, and thus the work itself changes and adjusts. Yeah, but he was really able to combine a lot of concepts, a lot of ideas, like his human faces do get better. They get more characterized. And really, I should have kind of double checked what he got into. I'm pretty sure he became a animation director and storyboard artist. But look, people want to frown that comics is a audition. And that's a poor position. Look at this. Look at this sketch work here. That's a poor position because what we want to see is individuals pretty much have like multiple careers. Okay? Like no one person, look at that werewolf. Holy shit, that's awesome. But no one person is really supposed to just have one effing job, right? Like we don't want that. I mean, as a workforce, when it comes to innovation, all that stuff. Yeah, I love that he has these sketch pages. Yeah, right. So. Look at this bull with the chainsaws for horns. So we want individuals to change, be able to change careers and learn new skills. Everything is better with that. Look at some of these hockey poses. Look at him like shooting the ice in these dudes' eyes. Really cool stuff here. Yeah, and when it comes to black and white comics, there's very nice construction equipment. But black and white artwork is there. And black and white comics are there just for straight up expression. Like it's straight up expression. It's look at it. He's got Ben Franklin. Yeah, so the book kind of pretty much opened. The book kind of has like a Ben Franklin quote here, right here. Right? That's pretty cool. Yeah, just really effing cool. I mean, oh my god, look at it. Very this might be the most wordy page at this point. But yeah, because black and white it eliminates mostly it eliminates the inker and it's going to eliminate the colorist. So it's more of you have more direct access to the artist. He had more direct access to the potential intent of the. And look, we see a total gap here. Total change. Like, I mean, look. Like, this is almost like struggling to complete the book, and then it's just like his style has jumped with this issue. So what issue is this? Drywall unzipped. I'm not even sure. Okay. We'll try and look that up later. I love this, the wallpaper background here. But yeah, so black and white comics. You're closer to the artist with black and white comics. And that's why they're important. That's why as a comic book creator, you have to keep. So that was issue 13, because here we're at 14 here. Look at all this black. This is so great. It's like a pinhead looking dude. And it's just one of those things where, when this came out, like we're in a absolute height of competition. Competition for eyeballs, ideas, collaborators. So there is multiple. Look, how insane does this look like? This looks like Robert Kirkman's Battle Pope. Look, tell me that's not Battle Pope. But it's Ben Franklin. I am in the killing mood. So like he's still haunted by this amalgam creature, which is so crazy. Like 14 issues deep. Forever automated. There you go. So he's got Dane Harmon, who is co-writer. So he's, look, he's at this point, right? Like he's got to be dishing some of the responsibilities out to track down a collaborator. But look, helicopters, Mack trucks, dog fights. Another great Mack truck. He really draws great Mack trucks. Let the end begin. Yeah, so he committed to the bit. He committed to completing this saga. And I'm sorry, I think I said 43 earlier. I think I meant 23. Nice effects here. This dude getting like toasted. Yeah, and sorry. Hey, gotta check the phone sometimes, people. This is cool. I got something like this playing for Uzi Susie. I've been chipping away at. Yeah, and Black and White Books just sings like he's so much better now with his storytelling, with his movements. With his angles. Look at this bird's eye here. So we do see this. Look, his faces exponentially have grown, and this is a little bit of the heartache of a piece like, look at that, of a piece that literally takes like far too long to complete, because we kind of do want the Watchmen effect. We want everything to line up perfectly. Look at this shot here. Like, really cool. Look, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 figures. Look at that silhouette. The dragon just like bursting up from the ground, or like I guess he's breaking through a roof. See how quickly I was able to determine that? Because look, roof, like he's tagging it here, busting through it, and look, we see all the debris, the broken roof around the dragon. This is almost like a fairy tale episode. Dude, look at that crossbow. But yeah, and like instinctively we want it, but at the same time, like you're not going to get it. Issue 18. Look at, oh my god, amazing parking lot here. He draws good cars. I mean, if an artist draws good vehicles, there's really nothing, like there's no grounds for you to criticize them. Look at that motorcycle. Like you don't have any grounds to criticize an artist if they have good vehicle renderings. I mean, that's just science, everyone. I'm sorry. I was just like staring at these. Look, these motorcycles are fantastic. See, and he always has like the pinky out too when he holds his guns. Issue 19. And we even see his sketchbook is just so much more like expressive, exact. And a part of comic book storytelling is like you have themed episodes, themed issues. Like this is like the beach theme, motorcycle theme, Turks and Knights theme. Right, look at this Ferrari here. Right, so with these themed episodes, like you have to inch the story. Like you kind of have to migrate the story. Look at this. Like, it's like a beetle. You should be dead 6 times. This is called The Black Mask. This is just like a short story follow-up. Issue 20. And the point I was getting at earlier, look, the big monster truck. And the point, Pillar Shaker. I love that name. Yeah, and the point I was getting at earlier is your job's just to sell one issue. So you gotta put everything you can into like that one issue to really move it. And then like you're always gonna get criticized to how you end something, to how you wrap something up. And a lot of times, like that's not the point of a comic series. The point of a comic series largely is to keep going. But if you're forced, if you do have to wrap it up, his cars are phenomenal. Phenomenal. And as a creator, that's something you have to take into your work. Just do good panels, do good layouts, make every panel count, make every page count, make a good issue, move on, and don't get wrapped up in this like overarching universe building. I mean, anyone to me that says like world building, I just think they're a like lying motherfucker. I really do. Look at this. Like, and we're seeing like his weird textures come in, like the line work, the zipper tones. See, pinky out. His poses, his guns, compact paneling. Like we're seeing, oh my god, look at this page here. See, by the last like couple issues, he's fully arrived. He has fully come into his form. like the final form is here. I mean, these last issues are really strong. The world dies with me. I love it. And look, he finally kills the dude from like issue 1. And I guess he's meeting his maker. So like what happened with him was that he's supposed to deactivate when he assassinates someone, and he has like a blip, and I forget exactly what the blip is, but then he's like kept alive as long as his mission is not complete. Which a little bit of that blip too was Buffy the Vampire Slayer had a very similar blip. Issue 24, Death of the Overused Muse. So this is 2008. So we're roughly 12 years apart here. But like this is good. Like this is a mature artist. Yeah, like his forms here are way different. Way different. This looks like a nice epilogue wrap-up issue, and he gets the girl before Kate. So, and the heart's healed. So he really does exercise the demons up. Look at special thanks. Get the image credits, but really completely like impressive, completely insane. So everyone, yeah, I know that was a longer one, but I don't know, I just wanted to flip through this and present it. So hey, thanks for hanging out. I love you.